Time now for our Life and Info segment where we focus on information we do hope will be useful for your everyday life. Today we're going to talk about an island in the middle of Seoul's Hangang River that's been really rejuvenated as a culture and music complex. It's called Noodle Island. I'm glad to say we have our Kan Hyung-woo with us in the studio to tell us more about it. Good morning, Hyung-woo.
Morning.
So this island really is an oasis of calm in the middle of the hustle and bustle of one of the world's busiest capital cities.
Right, indeed, Mark. As you just said, it's in the heart of the capital city, Seoul.
Yeah.
So the Noodle Island was artificially put together in 1917 when Korea was building the Hangang Bridge that now connects the district of Yongsan-gu to the north and Dongsak-gu to the south of the central Seoul. Now, I can say that it used to serve as a popular spot for family picnics until the late 1960s. But after years of failed multiple development projects, it actually gradually became isolated and forgotten by the people.
Okay.
Now, after being practically abandoned for about 50 years, now it's been given a new lease of life as the island reopened as a music and culture complex about 2 weeks ago. Under the theme of a getaway from everyday life, the island now offers 2 concert venues, one indoor and one outdoor. And every weekend until the end of this year, concerts and performances will be laid on to entertain visitors. I went there actually on Tuesday. Let's take a look at what visitors thought of the renewed island.
This place feels somewhat refined. I don't know if there are many people coming here, but I think it's a good place to chill out. It's very city-like.
We used to only be able to walk around the park over there, but now it's nice to have more places to check out. We also like that it's turned into a place where people can actually come to instead of just looking at the island from afar.
Well, just looking at the video you provided us with there, Hyung-woo, we can see that the island is a perfect spot to enjoy a picnic or whatnot, while also enjoying the scenic views of the river, of course. But so we all know that it's probably a wonderful place to have a picnic on a sunny afternoon. But what are some of the other attractions our visitors might want, our viewers rather, might want to know about?
As I mentioned earlier, it's now turned into a multi-complex. So of course there are a lot of other places that visitors might enjoy. To begin with, restaurants and a convenience store are in place to make sure you don't run out of energy from walking around the island. Now there's a bookstore also, combined with a cafe and a reading area that's been built to give you, again, a break from your busy daily life. It also has glass doors and glass walls so that you can enjoy the river view while you're inside the bookstore reading books or doing other things. Now, plus there's a plant atelier, basically a plant workshop where they have classes on how to grow your plant better. They also sell their plant products, so you can check them out. There's also a lounge bar with music playing all the time, and it's not your everyday pub as it mainly sells makgeolli, which is Korean traditional alcoholic beverage that is a milky and lightly sparkling rice wine.
Yeah, it's highly recommended too if you've never had the chance to try that particular alcoholic drink that's very famous here in Korea. So you've given us a lot of information, Hyung-woo. Just before we let you go, tell us more about the operation hours and just exactly how can we get there?
Now, most of the facilities are open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Tuesday to Sundays. And with the viewing areas on the rooftops and the park, they're open 24/7.
Okay, but it's closed on Monday then, every Monday?
Every Monday it's closed, but the outside, the outdoor park and the rooftops are open.
You can still go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but unfortunately, visitors cannot drive there and park their cars as the island itself isn't that big to begin with.
Right.
But fortunately, instead, there's a bus stop on each side of the bridge. 14 different buses pass by. A lot of buses go there, so the bus numbers are posted on the official website of Noodle Island. So you should check them out before making your way there. But if you're more of a walker wanting to enjoy this beautiful autumn weather, take the subway and get off at Nodeul Station, line number 9. it should take about 10 minutes to get to the island from there. If you want to try something new, the Hangang water taxi is also an option.
Okay, so there are land-based options to get there and also water-based options to get there as well. So just a short ride, I suppose, or if you take the water taxi, just a few minutes?
I believe it takes about 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
From Yeoinaru or Ichonnaru.
Okay, sounds wonderful. Well, thank you very much for coming in today, Hyungwoo, and sharing that information. And we look forward to seeing you again sometime in the future. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.